Today we're talking about T2 Biosystems, TTOO. And I think there's just in general a lot of concern within the TTO community, or just investors that have a small bag or a small position, or whatever the case may be here. Specifically, if you're a T2 Biosystems investor, and sitting at 30 cents, we got the FDA clearance news, and I mean, for me personally, I did think we're going to see positive price action for the coming days. Obviously, when the stock jumps up, I mentioned this in yesterday's video. After the stock is going to jump up significantly like it did, I mean, we were going to see profit selling this day here, as you can see, and we did see profit selling, but the price just hasn't fully recovered. It's up around 3% after hours, and the trading volume is still pretty heavy. In the top 10 as far as the most heavily traded stocks go, you can see here TTOO, 10th most heavily traded stock in the market today, around 80 million. Actually, I think that might be a little more. Yeah, around 80 million trades, so a little bit below its average trading volume of kind of what we've been seeing here. But again, I just wanted to make this video to touch on a few points into kind of regards to this negative price action that we are seeing with T2. And I do want to reiterate that I'm personally bullish. Again, that's not financial advice, or don't take that as financial advice. But I'm personally bullish, and this dip in price is not really scaring me really at all from my current position as a T2 Biosystems holder. But let's get into this. So first, I want to talk about this. This article came out back in May of 2023. All right, and this talks about T2 Biosystems announces exploration of strategic alternatives and the implementation of a restructuring program. So T2 Biosystems, a leader in the rapid detection of sepsis, comes to explore a range of strategic alternatives focused on maximizing value. To support this strategic process, the company has initiated a restructuring plan, which includes a reduction in force. The company has engaged an advisory firm to explore all potential strategic alternatives to maximize value, including an acquisition, merger, reverse merger, other business combinations, sales of assets, licensing, and other strategic transactions. No updates on the process are expected to be provided until during the evaluation process or period, unless the board of directors has concluded the disclosure is appropriate or required. Now, I'm talking about this because at the end of the day, I mean, I think if you're holding T2, and given the price of T2 is down, and regardless, I mean, we're talking about T2. If it was above $1, above $2, right? It's a $2, $3 stock, right? Conservatively speaking, we were hoping, and I was hoping at least, for T2 Biosystems to get bought out, right? Some sort of merger, some sort of acquisition here for T2 Biosystems would be the most ideal situation, in my opinion. So we take a look here, and again, no merger or acquisition was ever going to happen unless there was some sort of merger or acquisition, right? There was never, no merger or acquisition was going to happen unless there was some sort of FDA clearance, right? So we know that T2 Biosystems has talked about this in the past, and they have like a plan in place essentially to kind of create an opportunity for themselves for T2 to be, acquired, or whatever the case may be. So you can see here this tweet, which I find very, very interesting. This is by LM910-12478. Very interesting tweet here that I saw. And again, I mean, this Twitter user has not a lot of followers or anything like this, but a very insightful tweet. TTOO, most people who are new to biotech investing don't realize that a majority of stocks correct down 70 to 80% after approval, then get bought out later for a premium. Look at PRVB chart. All right, and PRVB chart, right? Prevention Bio, it's a biotech stock that was actually bought out not that long ago by Sanofi, and they were bought out actually back here around April of this past year, right? And this is a biotech company, Prevention, right? And it was bought out by Sanofi, and now Prevention Bio closed at like $24 per share. Now, I'm not saying T2 Biosystems can get to that sort of price point, but it is something to consider. I would consider interesting, just given the price action that's going on with T2 Biosystems, and where we could potentially see T2 Biosystems stock price go if it was in fact bought out or acquired, or whatever the case may be. So make sure you guys, I think, keeping that in the back of your minds as far as if you're bearish or bullish on T2 currently. All right, I think there's ways for T2 Biosystems to be bought out, and without the reverse split and things like that. And that is also something I wanted to mention. Obviously, there is a ton of talk on right now if the reverse split is going to happen. Right, the FDA approval happens, and I wanted to just share this Seeking Alpha article. So on Monday, T2 disclosed in an SEC filing that it is planning to conduct another reverse stock split according to the 10Q filing dated August 8th. T2 is moving to conduct a reverse split to regain compliance with the NASDAQ minimum bid price. The company conducted a 50-1 split back in October of 2022. And again, we've talked about it before now, kind of, John Spurzwell, the CEO of T2, has come out and said he believes that, T2 Biosystems can get back above $1 organically, and he still is kind of using a wait and see approach with organic movement or organic growth of over $1 price point for T2, which again would have no need for a reverse split. So that is something to keep in the back of your minds as well if you're holding T2. Obviously, a lot of things can and still need to happen, and probably maybe will still happen. So again, only time will tell here with what's going on with T2. In my opinion, a great opportunity to continue to add and get DCA into a position here. Again, not financial advice. Let me know in the comments below how you guys feel about T2. Just wanted to share this with you guys. Drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and as always, have a great day.